to check whether the man was faking blindness. The secret agent quietly dropped a pastry on the floor hoping the man would step on it. The man pretending to be blind fell for the trap and stepped on the pastry without hesitation. Even though he passed that test, the agent still wasn't convinced and started a new round of tricks. He handed the man 2 pieces of clothing, one stacked on top of the other, without thinking twice. The man grabbed his own clothes and started to walk away, but he'd only taken a few steps when the agent stopped him and announced right there in front of everyone that the man was faking his blindness. As it turned out, the agent had deliberately placed his own clothes on top of the man's, just to see how he'd react on instinct. A person who was truly blind, faced with 2 stacked garments, would either grab one at random or feel around carefully to tell them apart. But the man eager to leave had grabbed his own clothes purely out of habit. That one detail alone was enough to prove he was faking it. Hearing this, the man broke out in a cold sweat from the shock. He never expected the agent to be so sharp and thorough. Just as the agent pressed the gun to his head, confident he had the situation fully under control, the man, completely calm, asked to borrow the agent's suit jacket for a moment. Then he explained, any gentleman knows that the fabric and weave are what define a suit. Most suits are lined with plain linen, but his was hand-stitched wool, sewn seam by seam. That's why just by touch alone he could tell which one was his. Then he ran his hand over the agent's suit and mocked him, pointing out that his jacket didn't even have an inner lining. Hearing this, the agent turned red with fury and embarrassment. He insisted flat out that the man hadn't touched any lining at all when he grabbed his clothes, so how could he possibly have known it was his? But what the man said next made him the laughingstock of everyone in the room.